Are you a prisoner of your own thoughts? Have you ever found yourself trapped in a whirlwind of thoughts, replaying past conversations or anticipating future scenarios that may never happen? The modern mind is restless. We plan, analyze, and worry. But does all this thinking bring clarity or just more anxiety? In Zen philosophy, there's a simple teaching: water only reflects the sky when it is still. But what if our minds never quiet down? Today, we'll explore how simplicity and presence can be the ultimate antidote to overthinking. Before we begin, if this topic resonates with you, like this video and subscribe to the channel. It helps us share these messages with more people who, like you, seek more lightness and peace. Now, let's get started. The trap of overthinking. Close your eyes for a moment. Now, try not to think about anything. Difficult, isn't it? The human mind has an invisible addiction. It loves thinking about its own thoughts. You worry about a problem, then you worry about worrying. And without realizing it, you're stuck in a maze with no exit. But why do we do this? We've been taught that thinking a lot is a sign of intelligence. But is it really? Imagine someone who plans every detail of their life, but never takes action. Are they truly living? In Zen, there's a story about a man trying to cross a river, but instead of swimming, he kept measuring the water's depth over and over. The river remained, and he remained stuck. Overthinking is like that, an endless cycle that keeps us from moving forward in life. Now, take a deep breath and ask yourself, how many times today have you thought about something that changed nothing in your reality? The invisible weight of mental overload. Have you ever carried a heavy backpack for too long? At first, it may not seem so bad, but as time passes, your shoulders ache, your legs tire, and every step feels like an effort. Excessive thinking works the same way. Every worry, every regret, every overanalysis adds an invisible weight to your mind. You may not see it, but you feel its effects. Constant fatigue, anxiety, difficulty making decisions. The problem isn't thinking, it's thinking too much about things we can't control. Zen masters often say, carrying a bucket of water is useful, but holding on to it after quenching your thirst is a waste of effort. Ask yourself now, what useless thoughts are you carrying? The Zen wisdom of simplicity. Imagine a calm lake at dawn. The water is so still that it reflects the sky like a mirror. But throw a stone and ripples distort the image. Our minds work the same way. The more thoughts we throw in, the more turbulent they become. Zen philosophy teaches that simplicity isn't about lack, it's about clarity. When we eliminate excess, whether in objects, commitments, or worries, we see more clearly. But how can we apply this in daily life? Look at your environment. Is there something there that doesn't add value but takes up space? The same happens in the mind. How many thoughts do you carry unnecessarily? A Zen master was once asked about the secret to inner peace. He answered, "When I eat, I just eat. When I walk, I just walk. When I sleep, I just sleep." It sounds too simple, but look at your own life. How often do you eat while thinking about work? Walk while staring at your phone? Simplicity teaches us to do one thing at a time, and in doing so, we find peace. Presence, the natural antidote. Have you noticed that your mind is rarely where your body is? While showering, you think about work. While working, you long for the end of the day. When you finally rest, you worry about tomorrow. We are always somewhere else, except here. Overthinking feeds on absence. The further we are from the present moment, the more the mind fills the space with worries, regrets, and projections. But here's a secret. The present is a place where overthinking cannot survive. Try this now. Close your eyes and bring your attentions to your breath. Feel the air moving in and out, just that. For a brief moment, your mind quieted. You didn't need to solve all your problems to find peace. You just returned to the now. In Zen, practicing presence is called meditation in action. It doesn't mean sitting still. It means being fully engaged in whatever you're doing. Drinking tea, washing dishes, or walking, every moment can be a gateway to tranquility. The power of simple actions. Imagine your mind as a lake disturbed by the wind. You try to calm the water by saying, "Stop moving," but does that work? The same goes for overthinking. Simply telling yourself to stop thinking doesn't help. But here's a trick. Take action. In Zen, simple action is a form of meditation. If your mind is restless, wash the dishes with full attention. If you feel anxious, take a slow walk and notice your steps. If you're overwhelmed, take a deep breath and do one thing at a time. Simple actions break the cycle of overthinking because they anchor you in the present. A Zen master was once asked, "What do you do when you're worried?" He replied, "I chop wood and carry water." The lesson, returning to basics, to what's in front of you, dissolves mental confusion. Less thinking, more living. What do you remember more, the moments when you were lost in thought, or those when you were fully present? Life happens now, but when we're stuck in mental excess, we don't live, we just think about living. In Zen, there's a story of a disciple who asked his master, "What can I do to find peace?" The master smiled and said, "Let tea be just tea. Let the wind be just wind. Let life be just life." The mind always wants to complicate things, but the truth is simple. The less we think about life, the more we actually live it. Want a practical exercise? Today, as you do any activity, eating, walking, listening to music, just do that. No multitasking, no distractions. Taste the food, feel the wind, hear every note. By doing this, you're not just existing, you're truly living. Peace is already here. You've spent this entire video searching for an antidote to overthinking, but what if I told you it has always been within your reach? Our mind tricks us into believing we need to solve everything before we can find peace, but Zen teaches the opposite. Peace doesn't come after everything is resolved. It appears the moment we stop resisting what is. Now, take a moment. Breathe. Feel your body where it is. Listen to the sounds around you without judging them. In this brief instant, without any effort, you've experienced stillness. Simplicity and presence aren't distant concepts, they're daily choices. You can get lost in thought, or you can return to the present. And in every time you choose the now, your mind quiets and life feels lighter. So, before you leave this video, make a promise to yourself. Today, choose just one moment to be fully present. Just one. And if this message resonated with you, like this video and subscribe to the channel. Together, we can share this peace with more people. Remember, the peace you seek is already within you.